Ready?
Yeah, we're on 8 minutes, so I know roughly
Yeah.
how long we'll be.
8 minutes. And you won't know this, but we can't play any of the first 8 minutes.
Of the first 8 minutes.
It was a bit explicit, and it involved a member of RuPaul's Drag Race who unfortunately passed away under some very
Questionable
circumstances. If you Google that...
Be brave. Don't do, that's not one for at work. That's a private computer to Google that one on. But it was in the Daily Mail, so it's common knowledge. I've not found it in some weird website.
Well, no. But I'm sure if it wasn't a weird website, it would have done well with some weird people. Welcome, on that note, to the Idle Chat podcast.
That's one of the strangest beginnings we've had.
Yeah, but they don't know what this...
Well, no, I know.
Unless they pause right now and go and Google...
But then what are they going to think of us? I was just relaying information I'd read.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. On to other things. I had a comment this week asking why I wear odd socks, and I was shocked to find that you're that observant.
Yes.
for a start. I've got the type of autism that means I like cars, and I also refuse to wear the same socks. I don't know why. I've always done it. I can't wear a pair of socks.
You wear a pair of socks, just not matching.
Yeah, I will actively unpair them and find another sock. So I don't know why. I'm just strange. And also, it was 12 degrees today, in between the rain, so now I'm wearing shorts.
Yes, you're going to double figures.
Yeah, so I figured shorts and t-shirt.
Makes sense.
I'm living my dream. You know what we need to do, because we keep fucking it up and leaving it to the end. Sorry.
Subscribe.
Yes. Like us, please. We need validation.
I need to keep my sponsors happy.
I'm not sponsored by Jimmy Oaks, but you are.
I'm sponsored by JDM Garage and wearing their merch. Very comfy it is too.
Looks warm.
I'm a bit hot, I'll be honest
I was going to say, it's not cold in here.
20 degrees and I'm wearing a hoodie, but you know. What else we need to discuss? Wheels,
yeah. The
please buy them.
Rezacs get picked up next Saturday.
Can we say by who?
By Jordan, who owns my 32. Or not mine, still not mine. My old 32. So they're going back on that car. That's been cool. On again. He unfortunately won't buy the Struces from me, and nor will anyone else. So make me a spicy offer and get them out of my shed. Like,
by spicy, you mean...
They are currently listed at £2,100. Make me an offer. Oof. And it can start with a 1, as long as it's up there in the ones. I want them out of my way.
That's fair enough.
And I need coilovers.
Yeah, and wheels.
But to be fair, I've entered the Zento wheels raffle, so I'll probably have wheels soon.
Yes. That looks quite good, actually.
Yeah, so maybe we'll be rocking some Zentos. I mean, ambitious, but we'll find out. The draw happens the day after we're recording.
Nico's S15 build looks savage.
That's a car that's worth talking about. Yeah, Nico Clean Style on Instagram. I'll put his handle
at.
I'm not going to do a rainbow. I can do it in an arc. I can do it in a square and a box. So yeah, that's what you're getting. But yeah, Nico's decided. Well, he owned this. This was the car he started drifting with, really, wasn't it?
So I know a little bit of the backstory on this. I don't know how much I can say because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But he had the car. He then sent the car to a company that used to make parts. And they were sometimes
knuckles.
They were sometimes loose, sometimes hanging loose, if you know what I mean.
Ah, yes. They were a team as well.
They were a team, and sometimes their parts were hanging loose. And they were going to do some work on his car and get it up to spec.
And his car, by the way, if you don't know, is a JZ S15.
Two JZ.
It is now. It wasn't then. It was
one JZ S15. And stuff happened, and it never came to fruition. And the car sat in a unit for ages, doing nothing.
With some less than desirable... Well...
With some parts hanging loose.
The work that was offered and the work that the car received were different, I believe. The standard wasn't quite there.
Yeah, I don't want to go into it, but...
The expectation didn't meet the reality, I believe.
No.
Is the nicest way of putting it.
No, the plan didn't come together. So...
Meanwhile, Nico decided to build 11 to 75 other cars.
Well, he proved a point that 350Zs can be cool.
Yeah, he did.
I need to adjust this because it's slipping now.
We've got slippage.
Oh, no.
That's the only drifting we've done so far this year. drifting away
Crank
from the
that.
microphone. Soldier boy cranked it.
That was some serious autism flare. Is that dropping still? Yes.
Yes, it is, yes. Please hold. We've got technical difficulties on our Amazon Basics microphone stands. Who'd have thought it?
I can't crank it any more than that.
And it's still,
That's all she's got.
It's still leaving.
No, I think it's okay now. I'll just talk into it like this.
Just keep following it until you...
Yes. Stuff was supposed to happen. Stuff didn't happen. Car sat there. Car didn't get used. Nico then built 350Z, IS200, and
BMW.
everything else.
S14.
All slammed.
And a business.
All cool. S14.
Yeah,
That was cool. Loads of cool cars on cool wheels, and the S15 sat. And now, this year, well, started last year, he's got all the money together.
Real carried away, real
He's
fast.
bought all the cool stuff and is doing it properly how it should have been originally.
Yeah, he's building a nice, pretty Driftmaster spec car to
do
Castle
not
Coombe
Driftmasters.
demos.
Yeah. Well, no, he'll do Yamatsu
Yeah,
and
he
everything
will,
else in
yeah.
it. But he is building a pro-level car. I'm not sure why. He hasn't told me.
I saw him PPFing his engine bay
He was
earlier
yes,
this week.
yeah. I left him a voice note in German, an offensive voice note, and he hasn't listened to it.
He's busy then.
So,
But the car has become a 2J,
2J,
fully built 2J.
Quave 69G,
Yeah,
all
the bells
gear.
and most of the whistles. Mm-hmm. And because it's Nico's, it's also very pretty,
Yes.
very well styled.
That is very cool, and I really look forward to seeing
Yeah,
that.
that's a car that will be cool to see. His debut in that car, the first time he drives it, will be at Castle Coombe for a demo.
Will it?
Yeah,
Do you know that, do you?
yes.
Why?
Because he told me earlier in the week.
Oh, you
that's
spoke to
that's
him.
the first time he's driving the car is at Castle Coombe.
Top of fourth. Yeah.
Top of fourth, yeah. With the most power he's ever had and a sequential. He said, I don't even know how the gearbox works.
You put your foot on the clutch and
Yeah.
you go, kadunk.
Yeah. And I said, when you do that, your willy is immediately bigger.
Yeah, you wear loose fitting boxes that day.
You will be pitching a tent and then clinging on for dear life.
But yeah, sick.
But every nut and bolt has been zinced. Everything underneath is powder coated.
Oh, yeah.
Underneath is painted in gloss and lacquer. Like, the
Yeah.
car is immaculate.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a very, very spicy car when it's done.
Yeah. Built properly. So
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's a car that's going to be very exciting to see when it's done.
Other car updates.
And I also want to own some of his wheels.
The Zento wheels.
Yeah.
They did look quite cool.
They do look cool. And for the small payment I've made on a raffle, I figure I'm entitled to them now.
Are you trying to, is this like a ploy to try and,
No, because when they hear this, it's done.
oh shit.
But I'm just hoping.
Imagine
I'm-
if they hear this, but you're already the winner.
But yeah, I mean, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
You could make, what's it called?
What's manifesting?
Manifesting.
I'm manifesting some Zentos in my
That's it.
life on my Aristo.
Well, I manifested a car this week.
You did. You did manifest a absolute honey of a car.
So I put on my Instagram story, not this Saturday, last Saturday, I had a Land Rover Discovery 4 part exchanged, and I got about 3 minutes up the road.
This was a funny. You sent me the clips of this video before you posted it on your story.
Yeah.
And it had no words and it just a short story and pictures and it was hilarious.
Yeah, so the car came in at sort of 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, part exchange, all okay. I thought, well, I need to go to King's Lynn to pick something up with the trailer. I'll use that. Hooked it up. Got from where my unit is, which is quite rural, quite remote,
it's fairly
to the
off
main
the
road, which is probably 3 miles away.
If that really is.
And ping, restricted performance. So it had a MAF sensor fault, so I put a MAF sensor on it. Ping, restricted performance. So I sold it. so that afternoon it went. Yeah. No, that Monday. This was Saturday afternoon. Monday it left.
The end of that JLR product.
Yeah, but I thought it's a really lovely car. It's a shame. It wasn't a bit low mileage, a bit newer, a bit better. I really would have liked that car. And then this Saturday, a chap comes in. Hi, I'm interested in your Q5, and I've got a Land Rover Discovery 4 to part exchange. And I was like, haha, I know this rodeo.
Tell me more.
Local farmer, wife's car, had it for 4 years, not used it at all. It's done like 18,000 miles in 4 years. And the first thing I did was I got my code reader out. I plugged that in. I had one fault code for a fuel switch saying that there was water in the fuel or something.
That
But
could just be a shit old filter. That's
yeah,
nothing.
so, and other than that, spot on. It's done 70,000 miles less, and
Well, it's done 70,000 miles.
It's done 70,000
Yeah.
miles, yeah. And I really like it.
Yeah,
So-
you're in love.
It's bloody lovely. I hate Land Rover, but I love them at the same time. It's a really annoying.
Adam's got this kryptonite complex with Land Rover where
Yeah.
he'll. If I ever talk to him about his business and work, it's always a fucking Land Rover. Like, wouldn't touch Range Rover, wouldn't touch Land Rover from a business standpoint. And then about a week later, he'll be like, God, I really fancy a Range Rover.
I really, really want a V8 Range Rover, like Westminster or Autobiography.
Clear glass.
Clear glass, green or blue with like a,
Yes.
with
Money.
like a two-tone interior.
Money spec.
All the options, none of them. The big options, the like big wheels and stuff
we
like
don't
that.
want
Just
the
we want
glitzy shit.
small wheels, and then in the back I want a mahogany gun cabinet, and I want to open it up and it just have an array of Coronas, energy drinks,
Snacks.
snacks, and then the other side can be car parts.
And maybe a
Drift box
shotty.
Maybe, yeah, I do have a couple of shotguns, so maybe a shotgun,
Yeah.
just in case.
But that's a real rogue drift, eh? If you breaking that.
Imagine.
Breaking that out of the tow rig.
Tea, coffee, shotgun,
Yeah.
monster, shotgun. So yeah, I've got a real penchant for that. But for now,
You always tell me how lovely they are to be in.
Gorgeous.
And how terrible they are to own.
correct,
And now you own one.
yes.
Again.
But don't worry, it's going to our friendly neighbourhood mechanic who is going to do the following: diff service,
Good.
gearbox service,
Good.
major engine service,
Good.
cam belt,
Nice.
oil pump, because apparently
That's a consumable.
they don't work. Oil pump, level sensor for this fuel sensor thing, and a wheel bearing because I think one's on the way out, and something else. So it'll be a small bill.
A small bill. I love that. Like, oh, it needs a. This one's on low miles. We need a good one. Well, let's just change the oil
Yes.
pump and we'll make sure she's a honey.
To be
Is it an
fair,
RB?
no, not quite. To be fair, the price I got it at was a price where even if the engine explodes, I could put another engine in it or have that engine sent away, rebuilt, and put back
Yeah.
in, and it will still owe me not
Not nearly enough.
as much as it's really
Well,
worth.
not yeah. You'll be the right
So-
way up in it.
I got it at a price where it's, even if it bites me in the bum, which probably will do at some point.
Of course it will. It's a JLR product.
Yeah.
That's
But
sort of what they do, isn't it?
my other half, Lucy, she was like, "Oh, I'm not sure it's a good idea." I said, "Well, we'll just take it Sunday, see what you think." We got to the traffic lights from my house, which
are
is
a mile away.
Yeah, a
if
mile
that.
away. And she was pairing her phone, setting up the electric memory seat settings, and saying, "Well, we're going to keep this, aren't we?"
Which is high praise.
yeah.
If the real boss likes it, you're fine.
They are lovely. They just,
Don't work all the time.
the thing is, 50% of them do, but
Is it
50% of
50?
them don't.
Is it 50?
It is because, like, our friendly neighbourhood mechanic, he's got multiple Disco 4s that he
Yeah,
looks
he has.
after.
Yeah.
And some of them have done 250,000 miles on the original engine.
Yeah. Some of them have done 20.
Some of them have done 30,000 miles and they've exploded. It literally, there's no rhyme the reason to it. You either get a good one or a bad one. And I know several business owners that have them, and they're like, "I've had 4. I've never had an issue with one of them." But yet everyone says they're a nightmare. And then I've got other people that say, "I had 2, both are crap, and I got rid of both."
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of it is luck, how much of it is
Maintenance.
I don't need to service it. It's only done
I think
15,000 miles.
people are treating them like they're a VW, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or an old VW, I should say. And they're just not that sort of car.
No. So we'll stay tuned for another story where
Adam phones the AA.
Adam, yeah, I did check my membership.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Where
When it said Land Rover and it tripled.
on the flip side of that, I do now have a car for sale that our viewers might be interested in.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we spoke about this when we spoke about our towing episode.
Yes. I have a 2013 Volkswagen Touareg R-Line with the pan roof, tow bar, Apple CarPlay, you name it, it has it. It's got all the service history. It's done 100,000 miles, and it'll be somewhere around $9,500.
And it's been to Scotland with both of us in it, and it was very comfortable.
Yes, good.
It's a good car.
It's,
Goes well.
It's a genuinely good all-round car. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's had, I think, 11 services. The gearbox was done at 60,000 miles or 70,000 miles.
It's the best compromise of a tow rig and a family car.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And it's, like you say, it's tow 3.5 ton happily.
Yeah, and it's fairly
Legally.
tidy. It's got a couple of curbs on, well, I think 3 of the wheels were curbed. But other than that, it's pretty good.
Well,
So if anyone's interested, let me know.
yeah. Not that Adam's a salesman or anything.
No? What else?
I don't know.
What else we got to discuss?
I don't know. I had something. I was going to say something I was going to say. I had something. I had to eat humble pie this week.
Again.
I was driving to work. Well, not work. I was driving to site in the work van. And we were going through traffic. And I saw a man lose his absolute shit at a merging turn because someone didn't let him in. Like,
Really?
out of the van, trying to fight the other person. And the other man just left his window up and just sat there looking forward, going, if I can't see him, it's not there.
Just ignoring him.
Yeah, just ignoring him. Cut to 10 minutes later. Well, and at that point I said, why is he so angry? We're all going the same way. Just calm down. Cut to 10 minutes later on Hardwick Roundabout.
Same thing.
I did exactly the same thing and ended up hanging out the van swearing at someone. So unfortunately, I'm a hypocrite in a massive way. But I don't know what it is. I'm easily agitated. But on the whole, fairly relaxed. I'm a strange man. But there's something about being in a car
Makes you angry.
that makes road rage is such a real thing.
It is real.
Like, I've got two big pet peeves. Fog lights. I don't know why they exist. The rear fog lights. They're the most pointless thing in the world.
They are
If I can see your fog light, I can see you. And if I'm the car in front of you and it's raining and you've got a fog light on, all I've got is an X-ray. It doesn't fucking help me. Now I can see less.
Infrared.
Yeah, I just don't need it. And main beam. People that don't dip their main beam.
Yeah, now I have a lot of problems with that with these new modern cars.
They are a fucking X-ray.
Yeah.
Like modern.
But a lot of them, they dip themselves and turn and all that sort of stuff.
Fucking not the ones
But
I seem to keep
they
finding.
seem to do it about 10 seconds after you want them to do it.
I've got a combat for this because in the Aristo, I've just put some LED bulbs in it. And I bought them off the Jungle website, Amazon. And I didn't read anything bar that they were the right type of bulb. They are, and I quote, 800% brighter than your average halogen bulb. They are fucking bright.
Really?
On main beam, it's like you can see into the future. They're brilliant.
And you polish the headlights as
And
well.
I've polished the headlights, yeah.
They're brand new.
They were that bright the other night that it was like drizzling, and I couldn't see because all I could see was the drizzle.
You couldn't get the focus
No,
right.
I couldn't see past the drizzle because they
Wow.
were like kaboom. It's like a light bar.
How
How
are your headlights going like that? They must be hot.
The bulbs have fans on them, built into them.
Oh, okay, so they're pretty serious.
They're serious bulbs. Yeah,
How much were these bulbs?
they were £35.
I need some of these for the van.
Yeah, they're good. Well, they're really good. I don't know if I'd want them in a bulb that wasn't just on main beam. They're a bit jazzy,
Bit Eclipse sun.
Yeah, a bit decadent.
Oh.
But yeah,
Oh.
but yeah. Apart from road rage, like I'm quite a calm man.
Lucy's the worst. She's ginger and
She is fiery.
she is fiery.
She is fiery.
I'm alright, to be fair. I find it quite funny when people get all irate.
I normally do, but no, I don't. I do until I get cut up and then I get angry.
Then you get upset.
Or some Doris is dawdling at 3.5 miles an hour.
That is annoying. The one thing that annoys me, and it happens all the time at the road up here onto the A10, if you're going along at 60 and someone pulls out in front of you and just doesn't speed up, even especially when there's no one behind you.
Yes.
Because you're like, you could have waited 15 seconds and sped up in your own time.
Yeah. Or the scary old people that do 40 and a 60 and then 40 and a 40 and then 40 and a 20 and then 40 on the motorway. They can only do 40.
Did I tell you about the lady that had the accident opposite Church Farm?
You told me. You haven't told these fine people. That was an exciting story.
That was exciting. So near us, there's the A10, which is a 60-mile-an-hour single carriageway road. I was following this lady in a small car. I can't remember what it was now, but like a little Toyota Igo or something.
It was an Igo, I think
it was an Igo. And I didn't know it was a lady this time. I was following a car. And on the road, it's got like a bank either side, which is probably the size of a car.
Yeah. It's probably like 6 foot tall.
Yeah, where they've sort of levelled the road and that's what's left over. So we're going along at 60 miles an hour and someone starts to slow up in front of her to turn left. She doesn't slow up. She still doesn't slow up. She still doesn't slow up. There's no brake lights. And then she just veers left over the verge, over the bank and just disappears. It just disappears into the field. And me and Lucy are in the car like, did she just Dukes of Hazzard it over the bank?
In an Igo.
In an Igo. So I drove round the corner where this junction is, took a left, where my boost pipe came off the S14.
I know exactly where you are.
Yeah. And pulled in, and she's in the middle of this field. She's just in the middle of the field in this car with grass all at the windscreen. So I get out of the car and run over. I'm like, you okay? And she'd driven all the way from Swindon to Kings Lynn, which was...
That's a journey. That's like 4 hours, 5 hours?
4 hour journey. And what she'd done is she took her high heels off because they were hurting her feet.
Right. The good driving footwear. The
Yes.
well-known driving stilettos.
So she was driving barefoot, but her high heel, when she'd braked at the roundabout beforehand, somehow had slid forward under her brake pedal. So when she went to brake again, the heel was acting as a brake pedal stop.
Oh dear.
So she hit the brake pedal, nothing happened. She panicked, and rather than go at the back of someone, she went straight over the bank.
To be fair, better.
Into the field.
Good call.
Yeah.
Better call.
Yeah. But yeah, and she was ever so shocked. But
I bet she was.
she was like, is my car okay to drive? I was like, well, the radiator's not attached. But I mean,
Other than that, she's grand.
other than that, she's all right. So, yeah, but that was a little story from another time. But yeah, that's exactly where the S14 blew a boost hose. No, blew the...
The coupler off the turbo
You
on the
were
manifold.
chasing me in your 330
Yeah, maybe
off
46.
the roundabout, and I went first, second, third, 4-foot flame.
Yeah, fucking bigger than that. It was like you hit jet boost.
Yeah,
Like
straight over the front of your
a
BMW.
BM. Yeah,
Yeah. Was
back when I was a BM boy.
And we limped it up there. But yeah,
I'll tell you another story I like of yours that you told me from many, many moons ago when you were a main dealer, car dealer, was the person who picked up their brand new automatic BMW and didn't make it to the roundabout.
yeah, that was good. She picked up a brand new 4 Series. Brand new BMW 4 Series.
That was
And
when they were new, when that model had only just come out as
like
well, wasn't
special factory order. Yeah. She hadn't driven one, but she'd got a 3 Series manual. She got a 3 Series manual. Anyway, outside the dealership, it's a dual carrier, or it's like a 2-lane road, and 500 metres up there on the left-hand side are some traffic lights. So she pulls out onto this 2-lane road, drives up to the traffic lights, and the traffic lights go like... I'm pretty sure they were red, and as she pulled up, they went amber, green. So she went to change, because she was slowing down for the traffic lights. So she went to change gear
in
even
her
though
automatic.
it's an automatic, and slammed on the brake pedal as the guy behind her had just started to speed up because the traffic lights were going green. So he just obliterated the back of this 4 Series. And I did the handover. I went to move her part exchange, and I heard it. I heard bang, and I was like, oh, someone's had an accident. So being nosy, I walked up to the main road, looked, and there she is, literally like 500 metres up there. And I ran down the road and sort of said, oh, no.
That's fucked.
I'll order another one. No, and yeah.
Would you like a manual next time?
But she couldn't get out of park because she couldn't get out of, like, to push it because it had gone into park safety mode. And then
And it had a van wedged in the boot.
yeah, I think the pyro fuse had gone off. All the airbags had gone off.
So it wouldn't start.
So it wouldn't start. So she didn't know what to do. Yeah, so she hadn't even done a quarter of a mile.
And that's a guess price.
40, high 40s.
That's an expensive quarter mile.
£48,000 done.
Bin. And it was scrap, wasn't it? Or not scrap, but it was fucked.
I think they did write it off, yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is that everything's so expensive to repair, though.
Especially on a literal brand new model as well.
And would you want that as well?
No.
If you paid 48 grand for a new car.
Imagine the insurance company, they'd be fuming. What?
Got another one, actually, just a quick one. Lady bought, and I'm not going to go into a rant on hybrid and electric cars, but this is a bit of a small rant.
Mm-hmm.
Lady bought a Leon Cupra whatever the Cupra things, the
Oh,
electric.
the new Cupra, the
Seats.
one that replaces Seat.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like his own brand now, isn't
That's
it?
it. Ex-demo, 5,000 miles, so basically new. She took it into the multi-story car park, and the multi-story car park has those spikes that stick up at the ground.
Yeah.
But as you drive over them, they flatten, and
Yeah.
you can carry on. So she drives over these spikes, and she hears like where one of the spikes that was supposed to retract has just caught the under tray.
Yeah.
So she said, "Well, it's a new car. I'm not sure what to do. I better take it back to Cooper or see it and just double check that nothing's come
Yeah,
loose.
all is well.
Yeah, all is well." So she gave it to them, and they said, "Oh well, we're going to have to investigate it." She said, "Well, can't you just put it on a ramp and look at it?" And they were like, "Well, yes, but you have to bear in mind that this is a hybrid vehicle, and the battery cell is underneath the electric vehicle, and then the battery is underneath the car.
Right.
So we have to remove the under tray to inspect the battery." So she started thinking, "Oh shit."
Oh dear.
Anyway, a week later, they call her. Everything works fine. However, there is a scratch in the metal casing around the under tray. Not bad, but
Around the battery.
yeah, sorry, around the battery, underneath the plastic like guard,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. We because of safety reasons, we have to be 100% sure that battery cell is not damaged or whatever, because of course it could cause a fire and you could be injured. The problem we have is the only people that can test the battery cell are the factory in Germany. So to
Right.
remove the battery and to send it to Germany was going to be £18,000.
What?
Yep. To remove the battery, send it to Germany,
Hard pass.
have it tested,
Keep it.
and bring it back was £18,000. If the
Disgusting.
battery was fine, if the battery wasn't fine, it was going to be nearly just over £30,000.
Buy another one.
Well, she paid £30,000 for the car.
Yeah.
So she said, "Well, this is ridiculous." And they said, "Well, we suggest you speak to your insurance company." So she did, and they wrote it off.
Wow.
And the driver came to pick it up from her and said, "Well, what's wrong with this then?" She said, "Nothing." He looked and he said, "Is it one of them electric cars?" She said, "Yeah." And he went, "Fuck, another one." And then she just loaded it up and drove it off.
Wow.
So apparently it happens quite a lot.
Scrap.
It's just such a false economy. Like all these Chinese cars that are electric, you get one little bump in those,
Scrap.
right off, scrap.
Scrap to begin with, arguably. But for the price they are, they'll get you around.
But when you can buy a family car for a few £100 a month or
Yeah, you
30
can.
grand brand new,
I think you can buy currently on lease a Dacia Spring, which is like the cheapest car for sale in the UK. But it's a little EV sort of equivalent to like an old Clio size car, little city car for like £110 a month, £1,000 down.
ridiculous.
Like, and it's 10,000 miles. Do what you want. How
It's
about
like as cheap as walking
it? Yeah,
in the world of cars.
literally. Yeah, spend that on Starbucks a month.
That's one bad thing with a Land Rover.
Bit juicy.
Bit juicy, bit expensive on the tax.
Bit expensive on the insurance as well, I think. They.
Don't
Oh,
have
probably not
problem.
that age.
Yeah,
That age.
I
right?
don't have that problem, to be fair.
Yeah. What? How much was it to tax? Can't be more than a 350Z.
How much is your 350Z?
£830, £40, something like that.
Sorry.
Yeah. £842, I think, when I got my renewal through.
£800.
Yes. I did 1,000 miles in that car for my £800. Just so you know.
A pound a mile almost.
No, 8 pence. Isn't it 80 pence? 1,000 miles. I don't know.
not much better.
It was shit. Yeah, it was bad.
Wow. £700.
Oh, there you go. Bargain.
Yeah.
It's not 350 money, is it? That's my new yardstick.
It's a bad yardstick because
terrible.
everything's cheap compared
Yeah,
to that.
exactly.
What's the risk though?
£330.
Oh, it's cheap.
And that is shit on fuel. That
That
is doing
van.
some damage to the endurance.
That
to the
van's
van.
300 quid a year to tax.
Is it?
Yes.
It's got fucking, I don't know.
Commercial tax, mate.
Okay. Bloody commies.
That's why it's got no DPF in its stage 2.
Might as
Might as well get my money's worth.
Fucking right.
Anyway.
We got some questions, haven't we?
Yeah, have you got any Arista updates other than you polish your lights? And
I've got.
you've got a
I've got
collapsed sun
suns
on the
in front of it.
Yeah.
No, nothing at the moment.
Yeah.
I did 65 quid's worth of V power to do 240 kilometres.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and I took it to Snetterton and back at the weekend, which is 40 minutes away from here, and that was a third of a tank.
You went rallying.
I went rally drivering. Well, I didn't go driving. Went watching with my
I'd
father.
like to see your Aristo do a rally.
They fucking got the clearance for it. It's got the ground clearance. And a man in a Mark V Supra flashed his lights and waved out the window at me, coming the other way.
He knew.
He knew.
He
He
knew.
knew what he was looking at.
Yeah,
He used to have
knew.
fucking...
Wasn't a Lexus.
Oh, no Lexus there. Has been called a Lexus most of the time it's ever been seen there. Nice Lexus.
Not okay.
Not okay.
My updates are that the Kelford stuff's arrived.
Ooh. Exciting. So we're building.
Uh,
That was the last piece, wasn't it? Not building, but we're
that's
machining.
it. All the parts are there.
Yeah.
That was the last parts. So, JDM Garage have sent the sump. We were waiting for that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Is it fucking Grady?
It's
Is it Grady?
Grady.
Or Tome? Grady.
It's Japan.
Japan.
I don't know which one.
Does this.
Yeah,
Got baffles in it.
does that. Yeah, no, Kelford, the rockers, the thingy coated rockers.
DLC. Diamond-like coating.
That one. Rockers arrived and
Are-
the springs did.
Are they double...
Guide, yes.
Double guide. Nice.
Double
Fancy.
guide. We was contemplating these new. I don't know if you've seen them, but a Pulsar GTIR, you know the Nissan
Yeah.
thing. They use a hydraulic lifter with like a tab on it, and then there's like a clip on the bottom of the rocker,
Okay, so
which is a homologation thing for rally, for whatever they used. So the rocker.
So Nissan fixed this problem years ago, is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
So Nissan fixed it by putting a clip basically on the bottom of the rocker to clip it to the lifter so it doesn't fly off. And who is it they've made them? There's a company, and I can't think of the name, that have just made them for SR20 because the GTIR ones don't.
It's a 1.6, is it?
Yeah, they
not?
don't fit. But it's the same principle.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't know anyone that's used them.
Didn't fancy being the guinea pig.
No.
No.
They're not cheap, but they're not horrendous.
No.
They're a little bit cheaper than going genuine.
Are they?
But
Interesting.
I don't know how well they'll last.
No. Let's stick to what we know.
So we know hydraulic lifters are good for 9,000 RPM because Dave's proved it.
Fucking spicy.
I know, that's what I said.
9?
Tom hit 9,200 RPM and nothing exploded.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's a shock for
It was
Tom.
a misshift, but
Fair
yeah.
play. 9,000 RPM out of a hydraulic lifter SR is...
Well, he insists it will do over 8,000 RPM. It will make all the revs.
Jack will rev it to 10 if Dave tells him to.
If Dave's there, yeah.
He'll just keep going till bits come out.
Did you see that RB E46 he did today?
I did. Very jazzy.
Making 600 and something horsepower.
It made I'm part of Jack's Snapchat club, this is the only reason I have this app anymore because I'm married, so you don't need Snapchat for any other reason. I only have it to keep up to date with Jack because that's the social media that he's chosen as his.
Jack's back in 2010.
Yeah, that's his communication, and that car made 610 wheel horsepower at 1.3 bar of boost.
That's wild.
I don't know what turbo's on it, but it's big. Yeah. But that car's from Ireland originally. It was built by Richard Bradley, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it's come over here and Jack's tuned. I think it's had a fresh engine and Jack's tuned it. But
Cool.
I think, yeah, it makes 630, 640.
Made steam.
Yeah. Jack obviously didn't wind much more boost into it.
No,
But
didn't need to.
it's a cool car, though.
It's a cool car.
I've always wanted.
RB46.
RB46 was always a potential build car.
It's a cool car. That is a cool. That's a future Callum car.
Oh, I don't know. I think we've passed that now.
You done with builds?
Done with RBs, aren't I? Scrap, aren't they? I'm a TJ man now.
Even though you got leaky valve stem seals.
Yeah, and well, yeah. No, I'm not. I think I'm past 46s.
You pass.
I don't think I'm too good for them.
Too good for those.
Too good for them. No, I don't think I'd bother that level of build again.
That's fair enough. I suppose it's a lot of time and effort.
It's a lot of time, a lot of fucking around. Space. Yeah.
You need a lot of space.
Need a unit again. I miss our unit on a regular basis.
It was handy.
It was cool.
But it's also a bit expensive.
Bit spenny, yeah. Bit spenny.
Right. Questions. Sorry, guys. We've been chatting for...
We have been rambling for 35 minutes of shite. So, but that's what you're here for. That's what you keep coming back for.
Apparently so. But when you do come back, if you could please like and subscribe.
Yeah. and tell some other people about our terrible podcast, you can join us.
That would be fantastic. And then we could do more podcasts, and then you
Yeah.
can be more entertained. So it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Questions. We'll start with Chris is metal.
Chris is metal.
Chris
I like
is
it.
metal. Will we see actual drift videos in the channel as well? Feel like there's a lack of drifting content.
How dare you? We do nothing but discuss drifting.
I was going to say.
We are
We're
the
doing our
ultimate.
best.
To bring back a 2000 and teens phrase of drifting, we are lifestylers.
Oh, lifestylers.
I am a lifestyler because my bank account won't allow me to go drifting more than once every quarter, apparently. Quarter of a century.
I was gonna say.
Century? Well, that'll do.
What
Decade.
is your stat?
I have done...
The old stat was phenomenal.
The old stat was 2 or 3 times a month. Now it's... and we're talking about drifting here, not anything else.
Well.
But it's a similar status.
Yeah.
I have done...
Oh. Well, I have to pause them.
Someone has rung the door. Please hold. What were we saying? There was a question.
Right, we were talking about... Sorry.
Oh, my drifting
A
stat.
lady tried to give me Domino's that wasn't my Domino's.
Yeah.
But I did say I would have it if she wants me to.
Maybe we'll leave it in. Maybe we'll remove it. I don't know. Who knows? I have
drifting stats.
done 3 drift days in 5 years, if you include the first drift day. If you include actually building the cars, I have done 3 drift days in 12 years.
It's not a good stat.
It's not brilliant. It's not brilliant at all, no.
It's not a good stat.
No. But I really like it. I do like it. I
just wish I could do it
just
more.
can't afford it. I was either building a car or now I have a life outside of... I was living at home and now I'm married with a house and a wife and a child. So, I don't know. Maybe 2 more years we'll go drifting again. However, you do drive more than me.
I don't. I have a house and a wife to be.
Yeah.
I don't have the child bit yet.
No.
So I still have some money left.
And a business that can kind of facilitate. Certainly the trailer and truck and things like that.
Yeah, it makes the job. It makes the job. It makes doing it easier.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it cheaper.
No, it doesn't make it
But
cheaper.
it makes it easier.
Makes it more
And
doable.
overall, I suppose it is cheaper because you've got to pay for a trailer or a truck because you've already got one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would argue that there is plenty of drifting content. I'd say there's not a lot of UK drifting content.
No. No, I think they're aiming it at us. Like, why are we not making content? Have you seen our podcast? If you
It took us 8 months to get
8 months to get audio that was worth listening to, and I'm not 100%. We've only had 2 good ones on the trot, so
well, we've just had Domino's Pizza interrupt our podcast.
so this one might be shit. It's above my pay grade, and skill set. That's to say, not to say that I won't give it a go, but don't expect much. Like,
I'd love to do it, but you need to have an eye for it, like the cinematography and all that sort of stuff. And I don't.
No.
And also, you need about 2 weeks to edit it
yes,
because the videoing it and doing it is actually the easy bit.
you do if you don't really know how to edit, which I don't.
No.
So it's not against the realm of possibility, but it's not likely to be a regular item.
No. But if we did do it, what do you want to see?
Yeah, we're happy to do a very rough
Yeah.
BTS behind the scenes
I
and
find
kind of explain a bit of what's going on, but it won't be pretty.
I find a lot of drifting content boring. If I'm honest
I do.
with you.
I don't
Just watching people drift, I find boring.
unless you're doing something spectacular. I don't find the driving that interesting. I much prefer builds behind the scenes. Like, show me 20 seconds of clips of you on track, and a bit of in car, but tell me how your day's going, tell me why your clutch has fallen out, and tell me like
the event as a whole.
Yeah. That's how I prefer to enjoy my content.
Let us know what you think, what you'd want to see.
Like Dory Fest, we are doing this year.
Yes.
If you really want me to have a go at it, I will try, but it will be shit. Like I will give it a go.
It won't necessarily be shit. It will just be.
It will be rough and ready.
Basic.
Yeah, it'll
but
be
then
very
that
basic.
said,
some of the better content is like that.
Yeah, people like Cletus McFarland, who's...
Are you comparing us to the
Yes, I am.
most successful automotive YouTuber in the world?
But that...
That is shot on an
It's
iPhone.
all shot on an iPhone. It's stitched together. There's no cinematography. There's no B-roll.
I can do no cinematography.
There's no B-roll, nothing like that. It's just, we're doing this, and we're doing that, and this is fun. Here's a GoPro.
You
Watch us do
know
this.
when they do something fancy as well, because it cuts to like their fancy montage that's been done by someone else. You're like, fucking hell, what's this?
Yes.
It's a bit jazzy.
So maybe keeping it basic and keeping it
We
like
can
that
do
is-
some loose and shoot from the hip stuff, like,
Yeah.
but it will be rogue,
Yeah.
and it will probably be quite heavily edited because some of the shit we come out with is not public forum.
We're quite PC on this. In person, we're less PC.
Yeah, we have a very, very dark and twisted sense of humour, but we try and be professional. I mean, not professional.
If we let loose, the problem is YouTube, Spotify, whatever will shut us down.
Yes, and only 3 people will listen, but they'll find it hilarious.
I've already lost one Facebook and one Instagram account. I don't want to lose another.
Yeah, Meta, not your biggest fan.
No, I had some followers. I lost all of them.
Yeah,
I had
all
to start
gone.
again.
Had to start again. So maybe
All because of one.
maybe
silly
we'll give it a
comment.
shot, but it won't. Don't expect a polished item.
No, there you go.
But yeah, we can do we're going to the event. We're at the event.
I'm pretty sure we have some clips from last Dory Fest, which we could even put in. Pretend.
Do we?
Yeah, because we had Dory Fest before. Because I have clips of us singing. The
I don't-
Venga Boys, was it?
Yes, in car.
Yeah.
In car Venga boys.
In car Venga Boys.
Yeah,
in
we
the 350.
did. Yeah, we did. We did do some of that.
Next question. Joe_Harbert. Best SR tuners in the UK.
Well, it's easy, isn't it? It's mine bay. And then if you don't want to deal with that dickhead,
I knew there was going to be something. I was like, why is he being nice?
no, it in my opinion is Jack. This is such a
I would say
loose.
there's 3.
Yeah.
I'd say there's Jack. I would personally, and I know I am a bit biased, so are you.
Yeah, I am
Jack is
massively.
probably the best all-rounder.
I think so.
For communication, for what you get, for the end result, for everything. Jack's probably the best. Greg is also very, very good at Pro Tuner.
I believe his stuff is on the safer side.
I think
I don't think it will be extracted to its ultimate limit.
No. If you want ultimate limit, then your option is Martin Batty. To be fair to Mr. Batty,
Yeah, he's a
he
good tuner.
can map a spicy car.
He can map a
And
spicy car.
Ryan Hughes' SR S14 is a ripper. So is
That
Tom's.
was making like 700 last
Yes.
time it was out.
So
wasn't
is Tom's. So is Dean's.
Yeah.
So Batty is a brilliant, brilliant tuner. So is Danny Wyman's.
Yeah.
However, you will get
it will be hard work.
100% in terms of it will be turned up to 11
Yes,
and
it
left at 11.
Yeah.
If that's not what you want, tough shit. And it can sometimes be hard work. I've been told, I've not dealt with him in person. I've been told by other people, in person he's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But-
All I see is the internet stuff, and that
Yeah,
winds me
the
up.
internet stuff's not good.
Yeah.
In my opinion, go to Jack.
Yeah,
Or Greg.
Jack.
But Jack
Jack
is
or Greg.
who I would go to.
I would choose.
I'd choose Jack over
but
him.
Greg is great.
Yeah.
Don't go to the people that do horsepower and it works.
And they work. And they're edgy because they got an X in it.
because it doesn't works. And
It doesn't work. I've seen a rise lately of, and they in fact follow this podcast. I don't know whether they're listening. Pulse Motorsport? Pulse.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
I don't know much about them. They've tuned a couple of people's cars I know. They tuned Jib's car. They tuned Bradley Racing's car. And they tuned Jake with the Aristo's car. And
Okay.
Jake can't sing their praises enough. So,
Well, that's good. So maybe look at them. I would say as well, look at who people are using. If
like we said in Jack's episode,
if Jack's currently got a 5-month waiting list, that's because he's good.
if they can fit you in next week,
That's alarming.
probably give it a miss.
Yeah. If they say bring it over next week, that's an issue.
Yeah.
You almost want it to be inconvenient that there's a 5-month waiting list because
Yeah.
it means that they're good.
Yeah.
And Jack is very good.
I think so, yeah. In my
We'll see
opinion.
what mine does.
Yeah, definitely.
We should find out, I'm hoping, end of March, start of April.
See you in May. We all know how this works.
Find out in June.
We all know how this works in
The
reality.
night before Dory Fest.
fuck. Yeah, that's the thing. It's getting
Yeah.
close.
But again, it depends on what you want from an SR tune as well,
It
and
does.
what
It
box
depends what you
you're
want from a
on.
tune. It depends where you are. It depends how far you can be asked to travel.
Speak to Jack as long as you've got 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
George_Hampel. Why do we think? Why do you think we have so little drift tyre choices in the UK?
Because we have a small scene. We
Pretty
don't
much.
have a big market. At the end of the day, we have tyre selection is based on business, and if there isn't lots of people to buy lots of tyres, there will be a small selection.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, I think that's what it boils down to. And I would say Tyre Streets have guerrilla marketed their way into dominating drifting on a
That's a good way of putting it.
a non-competition format in the world, I would say. They started in America, hence why their name's spelt wrong.
Yeah, TI.
Yeah, they're an American company, obviously mainly known for selling accelerators. They started in America by ridiculously cheap tyres, and they got in with the right influencers, YouTubers, and got their name to every event possible. They've then since come to the UK and done the same thing, and they deliver you a perfectly good tyre that will be drifted on. Arguably hard to beat for the price. They've got options. So they've sort of dominated the market. If you want something more competitive, although they are allegedly bringing out a more competitive tyre this year.
Supposedly, yeah.
If you want something more competitive, then you have to look to the traditional tyres that we've had in this country for a long time. So be it Zestino and Westlake, if you want to bring them over from Ireland. But because it's a small market, a business isn't going to spend... You think ultimately they're going to... If they're buying stock, they're buying it likely by the container.
Yeah.
A container of tyres, you don't have to be a genius to figure out isn't cheap.
Nope.
Or the storage or the warehousing or everything. So
we spoke to Mr. Verlino.
Yeah, we did.
We had a full-on conversation
with
him about this. And he said that he would like to be in the UK market. But
no one wants
what market?
Well, he also said the only way I can do it is at a container at a time.
Yeah,
and he also said my tyres are expensive, so people can't afford that.
I think his key problem was no one's using the tyres in the UK to demonstrate what they can do and what the difference is. But then when you look at them on paper versus your accelerators, they're triple the price.
Yeah.
Or at least double the price.
People can't see it.
So people go, well, I'll just buy more accelerators.
Yeah.
But it's not the same thing. It's a very... You don't know until you know.
No, absolutely.
And if you've tried a pair of Velinos, you'll go, holy shit, these are way better. I'd imagine.
I would assume, yeah. But I've been in drifting since I was 13, and I'm now 31, nearly 32. In that time, I've seen people go through retreads. That was a thing for a while. So people used to use part ones. That was the main thing that everyone used. Then people went to retreads. That was the big...
Retreads?
Yeah, that you could buy a brand new retread 265 3518 for 30 quid. And it was a brand new tyre. But it wasn't. It was an old carcass. So they fell apart and they started de-lamming and blowing people's rear quarters to merry fuck. And then everyone was like, retreads can suck a dick. And they disappeared again. And then after that, Maxxis released the ZR1, which was a drift-specific tyre.
285, but actually was a 265, but actually was a 285.
Yeah, depending who's asking.
Yeah.
And then that dominated British drifting in a competitive level for a long time. And then also their road tyres dominated the market for like our level of drifting.
Yeah.
Before semi-slicks were a common occurrence. Then Westlake came over and everything had Westlakes on it for ages. Everything. Still the best smelling tyre in the world, in my opinion. If you've never smelt a Westlake, you're missing out. They've got such a unique smell. I can't explain it unless you smell it. I want to get
some just so I can smell
for the smell, yeah. I used to love BDC when everyone was on Westlakes. It was great. But then they dominated the market and they sort of tailed off. Then it was Tri-Ace. Yeah. Tri-Ace came over. Achilles 123Ss.
Tri-Ace is still quite popular.
I think they're hard to get though over here for a semi-slick.
I forgot about Achilles.
Achilles 123Ss. They dominated the market here and in America. Vanished. So like, there's always this peaks and troughs. There's always a new shiny diamond, and then they fall out of favour and something else comes along. So we then got to Zestino, which have been the main sort of tyre in this country for a long time.
Yeah.
And then Accelera, or Tyre Streets, turned up with Acceleras in this country.
Yeah.
They were ridiculously cheap when they first came to this country.
They were, yeah.
They were like 50 quid for a 265 semi-slick, weren't they?
Yeah, they were
when they
stupid.
first got here. Now they're more like 100, 110
Yeah.
a tyre, which is comparative
Yeah.
to a Zestino, which arguably, depending on your usage, is a better tyre. So now the price has crept up. I don't know
I wouldn't buy an Accelera.
how
over
long
Zestino.
they will stay in this market, but they also have a huge variety of tyres. So.
Yeah, and they always do 20% offs and 30% offs.
They're the DFS of the tyre world.
They are the DFS of the
There's
tyre world.
always a discount, or Domino's.
So the retail price you very rarely pay.
You do, yeah. But I think at the minute, Tyre Streets has got it wrapped up in such a way that if you want to run a budget road tyre, an entry-level semi-slick, a slightly better semi-slick, they've got something, and they've got a lot of sizes on the shelf ready to go. So because of that, they've sort of dominated the market. And if you want something stickier, most people will then just go to Zestino and buy a Zestino. So we've sort of got every basis covered in two brands, and that is why there isn't a lot about.
What more do you need?
Because there also isn't a lot. There isn't a massive competition basis over here.
No.
There isn't.
But like I used a Zestino Max. Is that a Max? The softer one.
Yeah, the one that
And
required.
it obliterated everything.
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you need more grip than that? For what we do in the UK, bearing in mind, we do have a competition series, of course we do. But it's not like it is in America, or like it is in Japan, or like it is in Europe. It's a very different thing.
It's bordering on being a demo series.
Yeah.
Because it always tags into other events, doesn't it? Drift Pro.
No.
We've got Drift League.
Drift League.
Yeah, we've got Drift League.
Yeah.
You don't need any more tyre than what you can get currently.
Why do you need any more than that Max? That Zestino Max? You don't. That thing's ridiculous.
But also, there isn't it's hard for another brand to come in and compete with the reputation, costing, and availability of the brands we currently have.
I used, as you know, Zeknova.
Yeah,
for
you
a
really
while.
like them, didn't you?
Brilliant tyres. Not the RS tyre. The RS, that disappeared in.
That was amazing. That is the smokiest tyre I've ever experienced.
Yeah, not the RS tyres. They're a bit smoky.
They were fast as well.
They were fast, but it was...
I've never seen smoke like it.
Yeah, it was literally like a wall of smoke.
They had did they have a smiling...
They had a smoke thing symbol on
the guy, like a little guy on the side.
Dave gave me a pair to try, and they just turned to smoke in 2 laps.
They're fun to laps.
And that was with 500 and something horsepower, not with 700.
No.
And the Zeknova RS Super Sport, that is a brilliant tyre.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a man that used to own a company that did Jap and West and some mods,
Yeah.
unfortunately, sort of
It's a fucking knobhead.
soured the relationship with Zeknova, and he was the sort of importer for them.
Yeah.
And Dave at Mr. Garage 21 Dave tried his best to get it
To keep that
back.
relationship going. Yeah.
Got some and sort of started a relationship with him, but I think it was the same problem that we have with Velino.
Yeah.
And it was like, right, okay, we quite like this, but we need you to commit. So you need to buy X amount of tyres, and it's going to cost this. And at the time, I think Dave thought he could do it, but I don't think their demand was at a point where Dave could compete price-wise on tyre, make some money, because he is a business, and supply a good product.
Yeah.
It was, you can have this tyre, but it's going to be way more money, which people don't want to pay.
No.
Or I can sell this tyre and lose a little bit of money on each tyre.
Which is stupid.
Who's
going to do that?
So, unfortunately, Zeknova has now gone.
Left the country.
Which is a massive shame, because they were brilliant tyres. And for front tyres, I've never had a better front tyre.
No, which is, you're also about to use your last pair of those up.
I've got one pair left.
What's your plan now then?
I don't know.
No. Well, but yeah.
I would like to continue to use Destino Maxes, just not obliterate everything.
Well, you might not now.
Maybe not.
You might.
You might, yeah.
You might.
I think it depends on the surface. I think a Dory Fest, I'd be fine on maxes because
Yeah.
we used those UHPs and those hards, and I had them down at like 15 psi.
Yeah.
And they still weren't like grippy enough.
Well, that's a fair point as well, though. Zestina have many options as well.
Zestina have your UHP, your
Which
hard,
is like a practice tyre.
yeah,
The
your
hard,
medium,
which is still fairly good.
your max, and then your super sticky.
They've got the
boy.
one they use in Drift Masters as well, don't
Yeah.
they? Which super duper
What more do you need?
glue.
What more do you need?
No, that's very
Zestino
true.
Max, it lacks a smidge of side bite, if I'm honest.
I found that with Racing Pros.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, what was that? What they have? Dynamos. They lack some side bite.
Yeah.
I had them by semi-slicks. I buy cheapest first on eBay. And...
Sort by price.
Yeah, sort by price. And when you can buy 265, 35 18s for 600 quid, I think that's what I bought for Doryfest.
Not bad.
For the 32. They're not brilliant.
No, funny that.
No, Jake ran out of tyres and bought a pair off me, and then it was like, I nearly just wrote my car off. What the fuck are these? I was like, they're dynamos. I did a lot of floating. It wasn't fast. So,
No.
false economy.
False economy. We've been through false
We
economy
have.
before on tyres.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
Let's move on from tyres. That was a long tyre
That was
chat.
a long tyre chat.
Sorry about that. Here we go. So, Wayne B. We've had Wayne B before.
Wayne boy.
Will any if you take your cars to Norfolk? I think
Will any of you take your cars to
Yeah.
Norfolk this year?
we got it, Wayne.
So, yeah, I'll let you talk.
Potentially.
Yeah? Little-
Norfolk Arena is fine. Not when it's rained every day of 2026. It's not fine.
no,
it's
it's
a swamp.
very opposite of fine then.
In the summer, they do a weekender.
They used to. I don't know whether they still do.
Yeah, they used to do a weekender. That was pretty good. And they did it on the competition layout, which
Yeah.
means you can actually get some speed up and do some twinning. That's pretty good.
They also started doing Friday nights.
They have started doing Friday nights to test the car. If the weather's all right, yeah, I'd take my car.
Because if you don't know, Norfolk, which is what it used to be called Norfolk Arena. It's now the Adrian Flux Arena, but we all still call it Norfolk
Norfolk
Arena.
Arena.
First thing, that's where I learnt to drift. That's where my drifting career.
Oh, it is
Really, it's not a career, is it?
No, it's
Clearly,
not,
because I've done it 3 times in 12 years. But that was my home of. That's what got me into the sport. Max and Minnie there are the people that got me well into the sport. I helped to run the events there. They took me to BDC. Like I was there running. I did the tyre van there for 3 years. Miserable job.
That is.
That's a man that doesn't get appreciated well enough. So I've had
Dory Fest guy.
yeah. Apart from him, he sucks. But hopefully, there's a new guy this year. I was a huge part of Norfolk for a very, very long time, and it was a huge part of my life because I was there helping to run every event that they did. Life got in the way, as it has done with all of my drifting, and I had a new job that took more time. I had a wife, had a family, had to take a step back from it.
Mm-hmm.
That said, as a beginner circuit, I don't think you'll do much better.
No.
It's also, as we sit here, 15 minutes away from our
I
house.
would say if you're a complete beginner,
Yeah.
Santa Pod's probably slightly better because you can go in a
go
playpen
and
on your
donut
own.
around a cone.
Whereas
But if you ask Malx, he'll let you do that there as well.
Oh, will
if
he?
you want to have a go, like if you really haven't driven something, Malx will put you in one of his cars and say, we'll hold the track for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, have a go, just so you can have a little go.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, we used to do that quite a lot. The surface is not. It's concrete. It's fine. It's not the grippiest because it's a shale oval on the outside. So the shale blows or runs, depending on the rain or the sun, onto the track. So it's not the grippiest circuit. By the end of the day, it gets fairly grippy, but it's not. No, it's not tarmac level of grip.
No.
The dust is real. If it's a sunny day, the mud is worse. If it's a wet day,
Yeah.
if you've got something you like you really like, I wouldn't go there on a wet day.
Wouldn't take Nico's S15 though.
No. Well, although he has ceramic coated everything, so the mud will just glide off.
That's true.
But yeah, I wouldn't take anything too perfect up there if you really want to keep it pristine.
Yeah.
But if you want to go and test the car or try a setup or just go do some laps with the boys in a basic to medium car, have at it. Like,
Well, I took my car there. Last time I took it there was when we'd
Put the built engine in.
Put the built engine in it, and I wanted to test
Just
it.
want to test it before Doryfest.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with the 32.
Yeah.
And I did a Friday night there in the 350 with Ed,
Yeah.
but Ed didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you were there as
Ed
well.
was missing some
Cylinders mainly.
electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Which turned out to be an earth on a coil pack loom, by the way.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Twat.
But yeah, so I think it's a great place to go and drive if you just want to get laps with your mates. If you want to learn to tandem, it's a brilliant track to learn to tandem because it's super simple but consistent. I'll go there if I have a reason to. I won't go there this year to drive because my car won't be anywhere near that sort of state.
I'd go there if someone said, "Do you want to come have a go on my E36?"
Yeah. That's the sort of track it's perfect for.
I wouldn't go there with my S15.
The 350 was perfect for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there in the S15 and be like,
Let's do a day.
Let's do a day.
So the format they run on their standard days is like a kidney bean shape. It's second gear in anything. If you've got some herps, it might be third if your ratio's right.
Yeah. On that bottom corner.
If you get the line right, you can do the straight in one. Oh, that's fun. But it's the way they run it is 7-8 laps straight, which is roughly 5 to 8 minutes, depending on how fast your car is. Your car will overheat fast because it's a walled circuit, or if it's got any power.
True.
Like you are top off second gear for 5 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's a limiter sort of place. Like you don't want to take anything. Like I wouldn't have taken the 32 there for one of their normal days. Like you said at the start of this, they do their competition layout, which is more of like a single run basis, but you get 2 runs, a lead and a chase. That's great. That's a brilliant place to test the car if you're a reasonable driver.
And to get a bit of competition practice.
And just a bit of seat time. And it's fantastic. Good. So it's certainly not somewhere we won't go. It's just...
The conditions have to be right.
It just has to be the right opportunity, the right necessity.
I've got Bert Gooney, who's basically asked the same question. Opinions on oval track drifting, i.e. Buxton, Lynn, Swaffham, Taunton, etc. Which kind of
basically the same thing. Oval. Because Norfolk's not an oval.
Oval's a bit better.
It is an oval, but it's like the wall is not at the edge of the track. You've got a decent bit of runoff.
Kings Lynn is a shale speedway stadium with a concrete centre. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
And we drift on the concrete centre. Problem is you've got to go over the shale speedway bit to get to the concrete bit.
Do. So
and if it's dry, it's really dusty. And if it's wet, it's like a swamp.
Yeah, it's
like
serious.
There's nothing they can do about it. It is
no. It's just what it is. Yeah.
If it's dry, it's fine. But you almost want like it to have rained on the Tuesday or Wednesday, and then a couple of days for it to dry off a bit,
and been overcast for a few days,
and then drive it on the Friday.
Sunny on the day you're there.
Then it's perfect. But anyway, as for Swaffham and everything else, brilliant. The problem you have is it's most of those oval tracks are there for stock cars, and they have giant concrete and Armco barriers. And if you make the slightest of mistakes,
game over.
Game over.
What's the one down by Mr. Nico? And Nico's been driving
That's
it.
Taunton.
That's Taunton, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what's in the water down there? But everyone's taking 800 horsepower sequential comp cars around a banger oval.
It's fine.
Fucking
but
fair play to them.
It's pretty unforgiving.
Some risk.
Same as Birmingham Wheels.
Yeah, same with Wheels. Yeah, they did some cool comps there as well.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you what is good, the Irish version.
Tullyrone. Tullyrone is... I look forward to Tullyrone every year for Dwayne McKeever's one lap where the car has an on switch instead of a throttle pedal.
Yeah.
It's just limiter.
First, second, limiter.
Yeah.
The whole way.
All of it.
Yeah. So no, nothing wrong with them at all. And if you've got a car that you're not particularly precious about, happy days. Or if you've got a car with a lot of crumple zone, fine.
Or if you've got something you're really precious about, there's some pressure to not fuck up.
Which makes it then not fun, in my opinion.
There is that.
You know, if you've got a proper comp car where the whole rear end's gone, it's just fiberglass.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned.
You can get away with it.
But if you've got a really nice, clean street car, like your Aristo, or maybe even the S15.
I wouldn't take that to an oval. No. I take it to Norfolk because I don't consider that... I know it is an oval, but I don't consider that like the oval that I believe they're picturing, like Buxton and stuff. I think ultimately, what we need to remember is any drifting is better than no drifting. And if you have the opportunity in a car that's suitable, go and drive it and don't be snooty, because it's still better than doing nothing.
And we'll see what happens with, speaking of drift days, Mayhem days next year.
Well,
just leave that in there.
We're just going to drop that in the water, yeah?
Not going to say anything.
We need a chat off camera.
Just saying.
Dave did tell us on his episode that if he's going to announce it, we are the people to announce it.
I'm not saying something's happening.
No, I'm just saying that when you next speak to him about your engine, fucking tell him.
Nor deny. But I will tell him. And hopefully they happen. I believe he's in discussions.
Well, which is what he said before, wasn't it?
Yeah. I've got another question from Bert Gooney, but to be fair, we have covered this in the past. Wet drift days, pros and cons. Really briefly.
Is that from Bert or is that from...
It's from Bert Gooney.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got two questions like that then, because there's one from Dan from Gripped Up that asked the same question, which is a screenshot of a conversation, not...
Oh, Dan 6061.
Yeah, he's gripped up.
What are your thoughts on purposely wet drift days? Oh,
yeah. Purposely wet. Again, I suppose, like I just said, I can't be a hypocrite, although we've already discussed that I am. It's better than no drifting if it's your absolute only option, but a bit slow. But great way to learn to tandem because it slows everything down and gives you a bit more chance to think and react.
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally book one.
No.
It doesn't really appeal to me, but I think that's probably because I've drifted in the dry and done a reasonable amount of drifting. If you were learning, I think it's a great place to learn. It's cheap on tyres. Just put fuel in your car. It's not hard on the driveline as long as it's wet. If they don't keep it wet and it gets patchy, you'll break dry shafts.
Yep.
But if it's wet, yeah, great. Have at it. It's great to learn, great to practice. But I wouldn't. After you get to a certain point of driving, it wouldn't. I would say the benefits do not outweigh the negatives.
I struggle with my car setup in the wet.
Your car would not be good in
because
the wet.
it likes to weight transfer, but it snaps to the weight transfer.
It needs the grip.
It needs the grip to be able to catch itself. If not, you just
give me the quick highlight reel of your front alignment, like camber.
Oh, all of it.
Yeah.
Toe out, all of it.
All of
I
it.
think it's got 20 odd mil of toe out.
But
it's not that. It's
doesn't
like
scream grip.
No,
in the wet.
It's when the car wants to snap. Like when you transition in a normal car, it pivots and it does whatever.
It does wafty stuff.
Yeah, and it's fine. This wants to snap. So when it wants to snap, the only way to stop it snapping is to slow the rear end. The only way you slow the rear end is handbrake or grip.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got the grip,
you're floating around on the wand all day.
Well, you just...
Yeah. Or spinning.
That said, it did make it easy to do 360s.
Yeah, well, that's a bonus.
To be fair, because all you had to do is... Yeah, not even that. Like, you come into the thing, you give it a bit of a jolt on the steering wheel, let go and catch it. It was easy because the car would snap round anyway.
Yeah, the car's trying to spin anyway.
Exactly. So it made it really easy to do a 360, in fairness.
Well,
whereas like a Wisefab car, you'd have to fight it past the point of lock because it would...
Because it's got so much lock.
It'd be trying to stop itself.
Yeah.
Whereas my car was going, hey, trying to actually make itself 360.
What's your answer to that question there?
I think they're good. If you're in a low power car, if you're on a budget, brilliant. To learn to twin, fantastic. But I don't think you can progress as a driver fully on a wet track.
No, I think it has a ceiling.
I think it has a ceiling. Yeah.
And I personally wouldn't book one because of that.
I wouldn't either.
Because that sounds very arrogant, but I think I probably can drive well enough that there isn't a lot to be gained from a wet drift day.
I would book one if I was in a E36 or 350Z.
I'd book one with
run indoors with boys. Yes. Would I book one for my S15? No. It doesn't. It's that car is so nervous and twitchy to drive in the rain. It's just unpleasant.
Yeah.
I remember at Matsuri when it rained. And I came at the national track.
It's fucking twitchy in the dry.
It's twitchy in the dry. In the rain, it's way worse. I came at the national track and was like, I didn't know what to do. Like the car was all over the place.
Ricky Bobby, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, literally. Because it doesn't flow. The car doesn't flow, and when it rains, it really doesn't flow. So
there you go. Fair enough.
depending on your car setup and your ability and your budget. Next question is from Manic Style. Let's note that, by the way.
Gangster. They're doing cool shit.
Cool shit. That is baller.
Will we talk about that now?
Yeah, talk about it.
Talk about that now. So there's a video from Violent Diffin.
We will answer your question, by the way, Manic Style.
Who put your livery on.
Yep.
After Adam designed it. Not this Adam. Adam Rouse.
Adam
ASR,
Rouse.
best designer in the country. If you want someone to design you a Japanese-inspired livery, there is no one better.
I would say so.
He's done a design for the Manic Style boys, and there's a video popped up of them dropping their cars off at Craig's this week of them rolling 5-man deep, one car on a trailer. Was disappointed that one was on a trailer, but it was freshly
Should have
painted.
unloaded it up the road.
Yeah, but 6-man deep, rolling in identical silver cars as a team. That's sick. That's
all
cool.
for a livery.
All for a livery.
At the same place, at the same time.
All the same livery. Every car's got a different highlight colour.
That's cool.
So they will be Team AF, which is sick.
I think we haven't got 6 microphones, but I think we should certainly try and get them on the podcast.
One of them, all of them. They will be at Dory Fest.
Are they over the border?
They're Essex.
Oh, they're Essex, are they?
They're Essex boys.
Oh, fine. We might have to understand them.
Yeah, maybe.
Their question: if there was a final bout type event in the UK, which track would you use and why?
We've got one. It's called Dory Fest. That's the closest thing we're getting to final bout.
No, but they're saying if you did a final bout,
so what
track would you use?
God, what do I use? What track? Anglesey.
I was thinking Anglesey.
Anglesey in July, not in fucking October.
Yeah.
So you try and get some sun because it's got the elevation, it's got the space, it's got variety in terms of track. You've got banking, so you can view. Like, I think it would be Anglesey in this country for me, or it would have been Rockingham back in the day. But no, because you can't. It wouldn't have been Rockingham. I think Anglesey is my shack, or Driftland. But if they tarmac their pits, what's your?
I'm just trying to find it.
He's googling.
No, can you remember? So I have two answers. I would, number one, like to see it at the Mayhem layout at Donington. I think that'd be
I've
pretty sick.
never thought.
That'd be pretty sick. The other one I was thinking of, which I thought would be pretty sick, I cannot remember the name of the place. I think it's at Alton Park, and it's they wet it and they do wet days there.
The rally stage.
And it's like an up and down and round and twist.
Alpine circuit, I think.
Alpine circuit. Yeah, that, but dry.
Yeah.
For final bout.
Yeah, that
UK
would be sick.
Would be sick.
Yeah, and at a proper venue.
And a proper venue.
Not that these other venues aren't
It's
proper.
the closest thing we have to US Air.
Yeah, or Donington Alpine. Donington Alpine circuit.
Is it Donington Alpine circuit?
Donington have an Alpine circuit, but I think you're thinking of Alton Park.
Yeah, I think it's Alton Park. Let me Google it quick.
Donington have an old circuit called the Alpine circuit that they used to use years ago. They did JDM All Stars there years ago. It's a very cool circuit, but it's not part of the main circuit.
Is it Alton Park Alpine circuit? Nothing comes up.
Could be Cadwell, Donington.
Cadwell's a good shout, but you can't see half of it.
You can't see anything at Cadwell. But yeah, I know what you're saying though. Something with some elevation in it, because I think that adds a huge amount to the US Air experience and to final bout.
Yeah,
I'd love to see an event. I'd love to see an event like that where style is so emphasised, and I know we do have that with Dory Fest.
Yes, we do.
That's the closest we're going to get, but I think I would love to go to America and watch final bout.
Same. It's on the bucket list.
Go experience the street driving in a final bout as well.
I'd like to go for the week.
Yeah, mob deep.
Yeah, you rock up at the petrol station with rare-ish body kits everywhere and
matching teams everywhere. There's nothing cooler than matching teams.
Proper Fast and the Furious style when they all come out of the pit garages and there's just cars everywhere.
Absolutely. And Manic Style are doing a sick job of that in this country.
They are.
They've come from sort of nowhere in the last couple of years as a team. They've come together as a team and started by just painting a couple of their cars the same colour and driving hard. And then They've just added to the team and added to the team.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
most of them, all of them bar one car is an S13 as well. There's just one.
But they're all different.
There's 132 as well, which is cool. But
cool.
yeah, I love that. I can't wait to see them all in livery. I hope they get someone to do a sick photo shoot with all the cars before they destroy them, because they do like to drive hard.
They will crash.
They do like to crash.
Fingers crossed. I'm
And
sure they're going to look sick.
6-man deep in S&R bodies at Doryfest. I mean, Gripped Up are doing spectacular things in MX-5s, but it's different gravy if we're doing it in S&R bodies.
Especially if they start rubbing doors.
Yes, yeah. There's different levels of risk going on there. We might actually see a team tandem battle this year.
Yeah.
Because if those boys are there and Gripped Up are there,
Yeah.
that is an actual multiple car, similar quantity of cars battle.
Will Low Origin be there?
Well, they've yet to do their announcement. We still don't know. Still don't know the score.
Can't, boys. mmhmedia.jp. When's the S15's first outing? Would be great to get some more pictures. I think he took some photos at... I can't think where it was. I know he took some sick photos. Might be Silverstone.
Did he do some at Donington as well?
Yes, I think he might. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Working on it.
Working on that. I was hoping to get it ready for Japfest to podium again.
With a whole new setup and prove it's not just a fluke.
But no, I'm joking. But I don't. It'll be flipping tight. It'll be really tight. And if I do go, it will be untested. So the first time I go will be, or the first potential time I'll go will be Japfest 2026, which will be, is that middle of April?
Yeah.
20th of April or something?
That's ambitious, I think.
I think that's ambitious.
Because realistically, you probably aren't going to get your engine back till end of February, start of March.
I've been told, I think, start of March, but then we need a couple of weeks to fabricate it all.
And if I haven't told Adam this, but I've got a lot of jobs on in March. Actual work, like real life jobs.
Well,
so trying to squeeze in fabrication. Well, we're going to do our best, but...
The TIG welders at work, I can have a go.
Yeah, you do have my TIG at the minute. So Ed's available. We can get the band back together for a big fab party.
Can he weld?
He can, yeah.
There you go then.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think your car's probably got 2 weekends worth of fabrication in it to do it nicely.
Probably right. And I don't know how many weekends we'll have.
And yeah, like committing, like you have to work a Saturday. That's your business.
Yeah.
I may have to work a Saturday. I also have a wife and a child, so I can't necessarily just
it's not fair to ask.
Give 2 weekends. I can fit a day in here and there, but I can't necessarily fit in 2 solid weekends on the trot.
Yeah.
To smash it out in time. But
we're
going to give it a solid effort when it turns up and give it a go. I also want to do it justice. I don't want to just lash it together because the engine setup's lovely. The manifold setup is art. Like, it's going to be a really, really nice setup, and I don't want to...
It's almost a shame just to chuck it in.
You don't want to just lash it in just to get it to the dyno. And there's no point lashing it in to get it to the dyno to then do it properly down the line in case we change something in terms of, like, what downpipe we make size-wise. Or, if we change something, there's no point. Jack obviously needs to wire it from scratch, which is a big job. That's not a 5-minute job.
And he's busy.
He's got to map it. Dave wants to be there for mapping, so then you've got to fit in. It all takes a little bit more time. So I think April is ambitious, but we'll try.
Yeah,
give it our best shot.
That's when.
But worst case, it'll be at Doryfest.
Definitely Doryfest. Definitely Doryfest, and
probably something before.
Something before, but I don't know what yet.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be ready for Matsuri, and I don't want the first event I do to be Matsuri, because that's 2 days, 7 hours away in a car that's untested.
It's a big commitment.
It should be fine.
I mean, Doryfest is 2 days, 12 hours away.
Yeah,
but it's a much more relaxed event.
Yeah, and by that time, I should have had a chance to test it a bit.
Yeah.
Whether it be a North Korean or whatever. Whereas,
just to drive it.
Whereas if I take it all the way to Anglesey, do 6 laps and find there's an issue,
yeah,
I'll be a bit upset.
And also, like you are going to have to relearn it. It's going to be a completely different setup.
Yeah,
So it's not just like we're making a bit more power on a 6-cylinder. Like we're going to make spicy power on a 4-cylinder, which is going to change the balance and the power of the car,
I went out in
or the power delivery of the car.
Crashy Tom's S14. Probably harsh calling him Crashy Tom, but Nasty Boys Tom.
Brakey Tom.
Brakey
Nasty
Tom,
Boys Tom.
not Crashy Tom.
Hello Kitty Tom.
Hello Kitty Tom. Where I went out in his car when it was just before they turned it really up. So it was like 500 and something, not 600.
Enough.
And it was fast.
Yeah.
I went out in Danny Wyman's PS13, which was 500 and something, at Donington, and that was fast. And Dean's S14 was quicker than Martin's R32 down the straight.
Yeah.
At Mayhan.
Yeah.
Like, it will be fast.
Yeah, it will be
different
fast.
sort of fast.
Be different sort of fast because it won't just blow through the tyre. It will
Yes.
use the tyre better.
Yes. It will be fast. I mean, like I say, the cars I've been in, I've been well impressed.
A spicy SR is
Hard to
serious.
beat.
Yeah, it's serious.
Yeah. So we'll find out. I'm looking forward to
But
it.
yeah, some point this year is the aim. Early this year.
Early this year.
Earlier as possible.
Next question. Wayne B again. How? Sorry, I'm reading it. I can't- my
Hell of a professional
Yeah.
setup we've got here.
oh shit.
You're
Question.
still reading.
No, yeah, I'm still reading it. How come you rarely see a Supra being drifted, even when they were really cheap? You never really saw them.
I assume we're talking Mark IV.
I think he's talking about for me.
So they used to be really cheap. I remember this is a name that probably most of these people won't know. Matt Campling.
I recognise that name.
Yeah, Dory Hero. It was his company name. He was doing BDC, and he bought a Baltic Blue hard. No, it might have been sunroof Mark IV Supra turbo auto with 60,000 kilometers on it. Landed in the UK for £1,600.
No.
Landed in the UK for £1,600. Picked it up from the docks, welded the diff, and took it to Norfolk because he wanted the engine for his competition car. But he bought a Mark IV Supra as a parts car for the engine, as a donor car. So I've seen them drifted, but not many. There was also Shay. Oh, what was his name? Shay was his first name. In Ireland, who ran the old Sats Cosworth Supra, which obviously the Sats Cosworth Supra was in BDC for many years.
Yeah.
But that went to Ireland and became another rendition. And in this country, they're the only Mark IVs I've seen. And there's one up north with a turbo V8 BMW engine in it, Mark IV, that used to get drifted a lot. I think until a few years ago, they were a pain in the ass to get lock from. Wisefab came out with a lock kit for them, so because they're double A arm, a bit like a 32. They were awkward to get lock from. Parts were expensive, like really expensive. Like the parts for the cars have always been dear, like lights and panels and stuff. They weren't a very common car over here anyway.
No.
Like the UK spec cars, they didn't sell a lot of them.
No.
And they never really got cheap over here. That you could import them cheap, but the UK cars never really got cheap. And I think, I don't think they're inherently a bit like the Mark V, although I think the Mark V is an even bigger problem. I don't think they're inherently comfortable doing it. I think they are a sports car designed to be grippy, and I think they're not. It doesn't translate amazingly.
I've driven the BMW Supra,
Yeah,
and driving on the road, at no point have I thought, "God, this feels like it'd be a good drift car." You feel like you're sat in the boot, and like you're steering, but the front end is miles away.
Yeah.
And when you steer,
Like
the
a clown
car,
shoe.
the whole car goes, ooh.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. In a normal car, you steer, and it's sort of, you can almost feel it's
progressive.
You can almost feel it sort of like the front goes, then the back follows. Whereas with the Supras, or the Z4s or whatever, you turn, the whole car jumps left. You turn right, the whole car jumps right.
Darty.
And I never, ever, on a track, and I've driven them on at Donington.
Yeah.
Because I was working for BMW when they came out. And on a track, amazing.
Yeah.
On a road, a bit nervous feeling.
Yeah.
Good, but a bit nervous feeling. Like on a long journey, you'd get a bit bored of it. It'd be a bit tedious. But on a B road, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But I've never driven one and thought, oh, this would be a great drift car.
No.
That just doesn't feel suited.
I have no experience in the Mark V. I don't have a lot of experience in the Mark IV, to be fair. I've been around them a bit and seen a few, but
Ashley Goodlad's bringing his over.
his Mark V, yeah.
His Mark V Supra.
Yeah, I did see that.
Well, soon we'll have more Mark V Supras drift cars than we have ever had Mark
Mark
IVs.
IVs, yeah,
Supras.
definitely.
Supras. Because there's one in Ireland. There's one on the way from America.
There's a guy somewhere drifting a manual one, a factory manual one.
Yeah, and there's
in this country. I've seen it.
I think there's somebody else building one. I can't think who it is.
I know Jake wants to build one.
Jake wants to build one.
Perhaps he'll build that for the Arctic next year.
What a boy.
What a boy. If you don't know, there's a little side quest here. JCR32 on Instagram, Jake Crouch, for the last 3 years has built a car to take to the Arctic Circle.
Yes.
So the first, what did he take? The first year, I think he just took his M3, didn't he?
His
E92.
Yep.
Last year, he built an R32 GTR.
Yep.
Because,
why not?
Why not? And that car's done 3/5 of fuck all since.
He's used it on the road a bit.
Not a lot, though, really, considering.
He's done a few hundred miles on the road and then gone,
bored of that.
Something else.
And this year, he thought, 32 GTR, bit four-wheel drive, bit perfect for this job. I'll build a bridge-ported FDRX7 on splits with a kit on it. And he's currently, as we speak, bombing around in minus 30 something
I'll see if there's any on the group
in
chat.
the Arctic Circle in Finland in a bridge-ported RX7.
Yeah, because why not?
Because why not? And he took his M3 as well, just in case.
Yeah, well, he did say that the RX-7 was proving to be difficult to start.
Yeah, I think they had two jump boxes on it to start it in minus 15.
Yes.
Because, RX-7's well known for a reliable starting procedure. So let's take it to
Negative
extreme
21.
conditions, having built the car about 20 minutes before we left.
Yeah.
What a boy.
His test day was Finland.
Yeah. It's brave. I'll give him that.
It's cool, though. He's out there with Becky Evans and Al Clark.
Yeah. And shafting, chafing. Shaving. He doesn't look like he knows how to shave. He looks about 10. But he's doing better than me.
He's doing better than us. So.
But yeah, anyway, I know Jake wants to build a Mark V.
Does he?
But I
think he wants to build a Mark V Pro car.
Yes, he does, yeah. He doesn't want to build a street car.
No.
There isn't many people using them on a street car basis, level of drift car. Like, even Ashley Goodlads, I know it's a standard B58 car, but it's a full HGK kitted car.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a street car anymore.
No.
I know it's basically a standard B58 as well, isn't it?
I think that's really mapped.
Yeah.
But to be fair, those B58 engines are stout.
Yeah, definitely.
The new 2JZ.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But that Yves Myers one.
Yeah. That was a fruity
That's
unit.
B58.
Yeah. That was one of the fanciest drift cars I've ever looked around.
That was wild. That's making 1,000 horsepower.
Some level of technology.
Didn't they say it was only pistons, rods, and cams?
Piston rods, cams, yeah.
That's it.
And a Borg Warner.
And a Borg Warner. And a shitload of ECU.
Motec.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not a fancy build.
I believe that car has generated some rule changes for Drift Masters this year.
Yeah, I think we alluded to before.
Because of boost control based traction control.
Yeah.
Or boost leak based traction control, but it's really hard to rule against because it's just boost control.
It's not technically
traction control.
It's technically boost control, but the boost control subsequently causes
better traction. Yeah, it's very, very clever. I think there's some tightening of rules because of that.
For people that don't understand, it has two wastegates.
No, two throttle bodies.
Two throttle bodies, sorry. You explain.
So it has the traditional throttle body that's linked to the pedal, that lets air into the engine. And then after the intercooler, it has another throttle body that is basically an electronically controlled boost leak. So
it'll bleed off.
Yeah, it bleeds off, but it's a 60 or 70 mil throttle body, so it's a big boost leak. But the car's mapped to be able to cope with the boost leak, so it doesn't shit the bed. It just means that the way they explained it in Riga is they're using it to get the car off the line. Yes. So because the car makes all of 1,000 horsepower.
First and second gears only,
yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, basically. So they can control boost to control wheel speed.
Yes.
But the way it can be used further, and this is what competition formats are trying to go against, is basically they could, in theory, set their tyre pressure to 15 psi on a brand new set of tyres. They could go out with the same gearing in the car, so leave the car at a 3.5 rear gear or whatever they chose for the day. Do a lap full chat with no boost control strategy, and then time their lap, and then the next run bleed off 10% of the boost and see if the car's any quicker. And if it's no quicker, then bleed off more boost until they get the balance between wheel speed and grip right.
Yeah.
And actually it will make the car quite significantly faster because it won't just blow through the tyre.
Correct.
So that's what the championships are trying to avoid, because it's effectively traction control, but it isn't using like a ignition cut or anything to reduce wheel speed. It's using boost control to reduce the overall power of the engine to effectively create traction control. So it's a very complex but very simple way of getting around the traction control rule, because it's banned in all forms of drifting.
Yeah.
In competition, no one is allowed to use traction control.
Technically, it isn't traction control.
No,
it is
boost strategy.
Boost control or boost strategy.
Yeah,
and that ultimately affects the wheel speed.
Yeah,
which then
it's
could
a very
affect
grey area.
Yeah, it's clever though.
Very clever though.
Very
and that
clever.
car is so well put together.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah, if you go to Drift Masters and if you get the chance to have a look around that car,
Yeah,
have a look
it's
around
something else.
It is another level. It's years ahead of anything else, I would say.
Yes, it's like comparing a touring car to someone at Snetterton doing a track day. Like it's a completely different gravy.
Yeah, when you compare it to even like the Shanahan's cars to that, there's no comparison.
Not in terms of the tech that was in the car.
No comparison.
And even like the fittings they used, like everything was like top spec, crimped, beautiful AN and
suede.
Yeah, it was lovely. It was such a nice car.
Gorgeous.
Fast as well. Mainly because it's got its boost control set up right.
You got it dialed into 11.2% bleed off. But yeah, no,
that's a really long way of answering the question of why do more people not drift Supras.
What was the question? That was what the question
was. Why do people
was.
not drift Supras? Because they used to be cheap. Which
we can chat some shit.
Yeah, we can. We can. We really can.
Should we wrap that up then?
Yeah, we probably ought to.
How long have we been?
An hour and a half of waffle.
Oh.
And everyone's bored and gone to sleep.
Sorry, guys, about all that. But hopefully we answered some of your questions. Callum next week is in...
I'm away.
He's fighting dinghies.
I'm in Dover, working a simple night shift of midnight till 5 a.m. So I'm going to be a potato. So this is recorded way ahead of time. But it shouldn't affect anything for you guys, because this video will come out the week after I'm fighting dinghies, and then we'll record another one afterwards.
Fighting dinghies.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends if there's any room in the fucking hotel for me.
Oh, yeah, probably not, actually. Probably not. Let's not get into
Let's not get into that politics.
In the meantime, between now and Callum fighting dinghies, you can follow us.
Yes.
We are at idle.chat on most social media outlets. Personally, I'm at AdamMS15, and
I am at Callum_Pete.
And if you could please share, like, subscribe. I know it's a faff. I know it's a stupid influencery question to ask, but it genuinely does make a massive difference.
Massively.
Please feel free to put any comments in for anything you'd like us to do, change, say, whatever.
Yeah. Any form of feedback you have for us. We're big boys. We can take the criticism.
Oh, yeah. There's no one going to be any more critical on us than us.
Trust us.
Don't worry about it.
Whilst we're on that subject, I will say we are obviously generating content in the off-season. It will become slightly more natural as more happens throughout the year. We're digging deep for things to keep waffling about. So
we seem to manage.
But we seem to manage, and you guys seem to enjoy listening to it. But we may return to a slightly more sort of
formatted.
At least a more topic-based podcast as the season starts to kick off a lot more.
What do you guys like to listen to?
Yeah,
do you like to listen to waffle?
Do you like our general waffle? And
do you like a topic?
Are you interested in us or what we talk about? Because ultimately, we could talk about ourselves for ages.
To be fair, we had about 15, 20 minutes of car dealer chat. Nothing to do with drifting at all.
Exactly.
And we had Something else that wasn't drifting related at all.
Alleyways and dogs? No, that was before the podcast
That was the
started.
very start.
And a woman from Domino's came. People, people did say we need more guests. We booked Sue from Domino's.
Pizza's in here. Come on.
But yeah, we'll continue to waffle about whatever we want, but it requires your feedback because ultimately you consume it. We don't listen to it. Well, I do briefly, but
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
Thank
you very much, and we'll see you again next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.